Good morning. My name is Tracy Stakem, and I'm a music teacher here at Grymes Memorial School. We're very excited to present our Christmas program to you this morning. The children have been working hard over the last several weeks to provide you with a very entertaining morning. Although we can't present this to you live, we're so happy that we're able to do it virtually, and we hope that everyone has a wonderful holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's checking him twice, gonna find out who's got your nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
A quiet Christmas Eve. We huddle on the couch. Fire blazes in the fireplace. The cold creeps in through the windows, but we are warm. Mom is reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," a story about a night similar to this one. The scent of spices and logs blazing mingles with the feeling of anticipation. We take a moment to slow down and appreciate our most valuable gift, without a price tag to be found. We forget the times we quarreled with each other. We just sit together in peace, a celebration of the true meaning of what Christmas is all about, without wrapping paper or tied up with bows. The gift of being together as a family. My mom finishes the story and whispers for my brother and I to get cookies and milk for Santa, while my dad picks up my youngest brother, who is lightly snoring, with sugar plums dancing in his head, and carries him off to his room. My brother and I scurry to the kitchen and grab the special plate we use every year. We rummage around the fridge for milk and arrange the gingerbread cookies we made with our Grammy. I carefully pour the milk into a glass, and we carry the Christmas essentials into the living room to set up our display on the fireplace. Henry and I gaze at our glittering Christmas tree, soon to be filled with even more presents in the morning. We stand hand in hand in silence. Later, we whisper goodnights and creep up the stairs to our rooms, but not before plotting how we will wake up our tired parents the next morning. When I finally climb into bed, I pull up my covers and wait for sleep, but it never arrives. I count the hours till sunup, think about what I want Santa to bring me, and watch as the hands on my clock move ever so slowly to midnight. I look out my window in search of Santa's sleigh and reindeer crew in the night sky, but I don't see anyone. Just the moon and stars overhead. I sigh. Then I decide I will stay awake until I see Santa fly onto the roof. That will be the best way to spend the time on the longest night of the year. Man, what would my brother say if I told him that I saw Santa? I must have closed my eyes for just a second because I jolt awake and see that my clock no longer says 12 o'clock. It's 6:30. It's Christmas morning. Then I remember the plan I'd made with my brother. We would meet in the hallway when we both woke up, but he is still asleep, as always. So I wait until my nerves can't stand it any longer. Then I leap out of bed and creep into my brother's room. Wake up, I cry, shaking them. I watch as both pairs of eyes transform from tired to confused to excited. They jump out of bed and we march into my parents' room. "Wake up, it's Christmas, let's go downstairs." Sadly, their reaction wasn't as excited as my brothers were. They ever so slowly creep out of bed as my siblings and I bounce at the top of our stairs. Ages go by, but they're still not ready. My mom is trying to find her glasses and Dad is searching for his phone. And then they scramble to pull on slippers before they are finally ready. At last, they utter the most glorious words known to any child. "All right, you can go down and see what Santa brought you." With that, the quiet calm of the living room the night before disappears into the bliss of Christmas morning.
On the first
Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas,
for Wonderland. As I step outside, away from the cozy fire and my cup of hot chocolate, I am overcome with a sense of wonder and childish joy. The ground is covered in snow, like fondue on a cake. Curious deer crunch their way along the fence line, and a pure white rabbit disappears before my eyes. I gaze up into the beautiful sky and identify each constellation. I turn to go back inside, but pause when I see a flash of light, a streak of red and white, and a fluffy red and white hat falls to the ground. I pick it up, and for a second, I swear I can hear sleigh bells ringing.
We'll be together for a night.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all around the world, children were snug in their beds. But not Corinne. For her, Christmas Eve is the finish line of a year-long plan. She had been horrified ever since last Christmas, when Santa had the audacity to leave her a Barbie doll instead of a Lego set. So she decided the time had come to show Santa who she really was. Corinne is a witty 9-year-old with a sharp mind. Every day, during math class, Corinne sketched an intricate trap for good old Saint Nick. Pulleys have been tied to ribbons, and instead of marshmallows, chocolate will lure him in. The life-size trap is located right next to the blue couch, adjacent to the chimney. Corinne waited until her parents had gone to bed. She then raced to the garage and loaded up the tools to build her masterpiece. Trinkets were placed, ribbons tied, and chocolate dotted the carpet. Her trap was finally finished, and it exceeded her expectations. Feeling triumphant, Corinne got into position on the far side of the chimney. This gave her a front row seat to the show. Now came the hard part. Santa Claus had close to 1 billion houses to visit that night, and Corinne's wouldn't be top on his list. So she waited and waited and waited. Eventually, she got hungry and eyed the chocolate on the carpet. One piece wouldn't hurt. So Corinne inched toward the trap and ate a piece, then another. Not long after, she realized her mistake. She heard a click and whipped her head around. Oh no, she was stuck in the trap. Frantically, she tried to back out, but she is unsuccessful because her trap is so perfectly executed. Her only option now is to scream for her parents or wait for the infamous Santa. It was embarrassing either way, so she just settled in her trap for a long winter's nap. And before long, she fell asleep. She woke up to a thump, and what should appear? Her eyes shot open, and much to her surprise, the door to the trap swung open. Slowly, she pulled herself up and out of the trap. Then she saw it, a brand new Lego set perched on the blue couch, and on it, a bright red tag read, "Never doubt me. Merry Christmas, Corinne."
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little one's Christmas joy. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with the Saint Nick. Stocking a little now. Oh dear Santa, fill it well. Give her a doll, make that laugh and cry. One that'll open, shut her eyes. Ho ho ho, who wouldn't go? Ho ho ho, who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click click click, down through the chimney with the Saint Nick. Next comes the talking of little Will. Oh, just see what a glorious bill. Here is a terror and lots of tacks. Also a ball and a whip that cracks. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, click, down through the chimney with the Saint Nick.
The perfect decoration. I rummage through the box of decorations until I find the perfect one. Its rusted tops rubs against my skin, leaving little marks behind. I race to the tree. Its long branches tower over me as I reach up to put the decoration on. I search for the right spot until at last I find it. I stretch my arms up as high as they can go, but the spot is just out of reach. I grab a chair, step on the seat, and extend my stubby arms to reach the spot. I nestle the ornament into a green bough and take a second to admire my work. That's when I slip. I try to stop my fall with my hands, but they are useless. My head collides with the wooden floor, and I look up to see stars dangling above my head like Christmas ornaments. I then blink, and the stars are gone. My dog runs towards me and licks me on my chin as if to encourage me. I pick myself up and wipe the slobber off my face. The box of decorations rests on a nearby table. I reach to grab a new ornament and try again.
Noel for the babe in the manger. Noel.